aggressive, they're pushing everything, and it really makes it to where you have to just kind of be at alert at all times because players are going to be coming after you and you have to be ready to deal with it. And then also having guns in the game like the infantry rifle can make drops a little sketchy. You're nervous that you find that, somebody else finds a pump, and then you're in a tough situation. So we are going to talk about all of this and more from the drop all the way to the final circle on how you can get that first win. So let's hop into these tips. So the first game I'm going to show you is my first win of the season, and it is also a really low kill game. I just wanted to make sure I got the victory royale, and this will be the general overview of how you need to execute a victory in season 8. And so I am always going to be landing on the outskirts or a very low traffic area whenever I'm trying to just get a victory. You want to make sure you don't have early gunfights if you don't need them, especially if you're not the greatest player. This allows you to loot up. So you see, I always try to get the AR shotgun and sub combo is my favorite trilogy of weapons to rock right now. Deals a lot of damage and wins a lot of gunfights. Then I also like to carry 2 different types of shields if I know that I'm not going to be getting in a lot of engagements. That way, if maybe somebody hits you with like a sniper from range, you may go down a lot, but then you can also heal right back up. Then you see, after I loot up the main town and get as many mats as possible, I tried to rotate over to the semi because I wanted to get the rift, but there were no rifts there. I ended up encountering a player, but took 0 damage, cleaned him up very easy, and then I rotate into Fatal Fields because it's the next biggest city, and of course I get on top of Red Barn. I emphasize it so much that high ground is just so important, especially if you're not a great player either. If you can get high ground, it can put you in a better situation to try to take out players that are really good at building and get on top of you. And so you will see right here, this guy gets over the top, and for some reason he gives up the high ground. I have no idea what he's doing right there, and I end up taking him out so easily. Just giant mistake by that guy. Always get to the high ground and keep it if you can at all cost. Then again, you guys see early rotations are just so key. I get on top of the mountain, and then I'm just looking to do chip damage whenever you are in these final kind of smaller circles whenever they start going quickly. I've noticed that people are dying really fast in season 8. It seems like after the first circle there's always less than 20 players, so you're going to have it at the end of the game where there's just players that are kind of camping and just waiting to try to hopefully make it to where there's just a 1v1 and the other player's weak and they can pick up the kill. I don't recommend that. Put yourself in the best situations. You see me constantly rotating early in these end zones and then looking for that third party situation when it's available. And why these are so key and why this is so important is to make sure you steal that 50 HP from the other player. So whenever I get that kill, that player probably took damage and now he also didn't get any health back. So he's super frustrated.